Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Plus and welcome back to another great week of Mayhem. Friday night is the night to be, and we're coming to you a little early for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. It is Mayhem time. Jey Uso versus Joaquin Wilde. We have a heavy-hitting six-man tag to open us up for Mayhem here tonight, and we cannot forget about a main event because it's set to feature an architect and a phenomenal one. Two men who went face-to-face last week, and it came down to AJ Styles going down to Seth Rollins. That was all we seen from there, but ladies and gentlemen, tonight we see the continuation, but without wasting absolutely none of your time here tonight, we are getting right into it as the Shield are going to be going against the New Day here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as the Shield have been making one hell of a statement over the last couple of weeks here in Universe Mode as we have been on our road to WrestleMania. And ladies and gentlemen, just thank everybody over on the channel for the support here on the channel. I want to thank everybody. If you haven't checked it out already, make sure to go check out our Unforgiven pay-per-view that we have just announced that is coming your way June 19th from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and it'll be the first pay-per-view that we drop here on the channel for WWE 2K23. It's going to be one hell of a ride, but ladies and gentlemen, the next best pay-per-view, the season finale, before we can start about new chapters, we got to talk about one that is ending, and that is this one right here in Universe Mode, coming up March 17th for WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't see these men very often on the road to WrestleMania. Last year, we saw them a handful of times leading into the show, but we didn't see them on the show of shows, and it seems like the same case will follow this year. But ladies and gentlemen, take nothing away, the New Day is here, and they are set to take on the Shield, which is something that they have done in the past. I want to let everybody know the New Day actually came close to defeating the Shield on last year's road to WrestleMania, but the New Day went against a different Shield than what you see now. You know, when the New Day went against the Shield last year in Season 1, the New Day went against a Roman Reigns, Jon Moxley, and Seth Rollins led Shield. The only men that these men have faced off with in the past is Jon Moxley. The other two members that Moxley is going to be with here tonight are two new members of the Shield, at least to the New Day, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be very interesting to see the New Day and the Shield continue this fight forever mentality, but at the same time, something being so new coming out of it. But this isn't all, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the Shield, because later tonight we're going to be seeing another member of the Shield in the main event, Seth Rollins, as he goes one-on-one with the leader of the Bullet Club, AJ Styles, and that one's going to be damn good, ladies and gentlemen, as it seems like the Shield have seemingly taken over Mayhem here for your Friday night, and we're getting right into the action as Xavier Woods starting off, popping down Claudio Castagnoli. Very beautiful work there by Xavier Woods. And, you know, the New Day, they're going to want to show up and show out here tonight. But at the same time, you know, this exact team that you see right here, you know, this is going to be the team come WrestleMania. This is going to be that team. Beautiful drop kick there by Woods. But this is going to be that team come WrestleMania to go and take on the Brawling Brutes. So you got to think that, you know, first time ever these guys are teaming up in a six-man capacity. Ooh. Beautiful way to work up on your team. We're going into the show of shows. And look at this now. Claudio Castagnoli looking for another big baseball drop kick there, and he gets it with ease. Claudio Castagnoli not playing any games here on the road to WrestleMania, as it seems like he's taking more of a serious approach to his wrestling too. If you guys have noticed, as of late, Claudio Castagnoli has been a man on a mission. And look at this now, just stomping down on Xavier Woods. Beautiful, but devastating now, looking for a tagging in young Yuta. It's been, you know, it's ever since. Beautiful kick there. Ever since we've seen, you know, the test of Yuta a couple of months ago here in Universe Mode when Yuta joined the Shield, we haven't really seen much of Wheeler Yuta yet. You know, so haven't really seen what he can offer, what he can bring to the Shield, and it's nice to see him getting the job done there as, oh man, Claudio getting taken down there by Xavier Woods and not too phased by the attack, but it was Seth Rollins who was teaching Wheeler Yuta a lot of what he knows, and that they kind of had to take a sidetrack off of that when Seth Rollins won the qualifying match to go to WrestleMania. Look at that now, as Claudio Castagnoli dropping down Kofi Kingston there. Now Kingston, first time he's in the match, and Castagnoli just firing away at Kofi. What a way to open us up here on Mayhem. And now you see Claudio Castagnoli bringing this to the other side while Kofi Kingston's thinking about what to do next. Claudio looking to run at him, but Woods calling for Kofi, and Kofi hearing it right on time. But I ate my words there. Is Kofi now. Kingston down for the count. Beautiful calf kick there by Claudio Castagnoli. Now looking to turn his attention to Xavier Woods and Big E and make sure they stay out of his way. At the same time, the distraction by the New Day came in a clutch for Kofi Kingston as he needs this, and a beautiful DDT there by Kingston. Devastating and beautifully done. The execution by Kingston here tonight is something to talk about, but another calf kick there by Claudio Castagnoli. Castagnoli's been very reliant on those calf kicks in this matchup here, and you see now he was turning his attention to Xavier Woods, wanted to do something to him there, but Kofi Kingston saying no and oh. Kingston, beautiful work there, dropping him down, and Kingston and Xavier Woods now looking to go to work a little bit. A beautiful axe handle, knocking off the arm of the Swiss Superman here tonight. This isn't what Claudio must have envisioned for himself. Oh man, if I'm Claudio Castagnoli, I'm trying to find a way to get out of this one, as Castagnoli was the centerpiece of our last week's episode of Mayhem when we seen Claudio Castagnoli go one-on-one with the Great White Sheamus. What a matchup that one was, and look at this now, Claudio carrying through with it. Come on, that's beautiful work there. The ring awareness by Claudio Castagnoli is something to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. This is a man who very mistakenly messes up in the ring, and just somebody who's as consistent as ever, but same with the man that just kicked out as Xavier Woods, one of the most consistent guys in the roster. And look at this now, Moxley finally getting the tag in. The first time we're going to see Mr. Money in the Bank, Jon Moxley here, as Moxley's been leading the Shield. So what's been success for the Shield here in Season 2, winning War Games, Moxley winning the Money in the Bank briefcase back. Oh my God. Moxley winning that Money in the Bank's briefcase. You know, ever since these guys have kind of been here, it's kind of just been smooth sailing. And wait a minute, oh, big punch to the, stomach there by Big E, as Big E is the first time we're seeing him in this matchup as well, as Big E and Jon Moxley, two of the fresher men in this matchup. And oh, we were waiting for this one, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this now, Big E just stomping away on Jon Moxley, not playing any games. And now Big E going to the top rope. And listen, if I'm Moxley, I'm finding a way out of this one. You don't want to get hit with that 200+ pounds from the top. An axe handle heard around the world. Big E now feeling it and dropping, but no. Moxley moving out of the way, perfectly executed there by Jon Moxley, moving out of the way exactly when he needed to do so. Cross jacket, neck breaker. Jon Moxley doing exactly what he has to do here tonight. Can you blame him, ladies and gentlemen? And look at this now. Look at this now as Moxley has Big E exactly where he needs him to be. And look at this now. Tagging in Claudio Castagnoli to knock off the big man. That's one of the smartest men to get in this ring when you got somebody like Big E in here. Somebody who can turn the tides of a matchup very, very quickly. Now, this was something that I was looking forward to leading up to this matchup. The Big E, Claudio Castagnoli face-off. And oh, wait a minute. I think Castagnoli's set here to prove that he is the bigger man. And look at this now. Castagnoli bringing Big E up for a bit of a swing. A swing by Castagnoli. Oh, my God. Castagnoli making Big E as dizzy as ever, as so he did to the WWE Universe. And now look at this now as Big E in the Shield territory. This is not where you want to be, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, beautiful kick there. Now Moxley swinging him off there while, oh, look at that. Work there by the Shield. Beautiful work as we are about to go on commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back right after these messages. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the dates get closer and closer, March 17th is almost here, and when that date comes, we will see 6-man tag action as the Brawling Brutes are going to be going 3-on-3 with the Shield. Can the Shield get the job done, as this is the first time they are going to be reuniting as one in a matchup since the Survivor Series pay-per-view? Are they going to be able to walk away with the win, or is this the Brawling Brutes year? I don't know. We are going to find out March 17th. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to commercial break as we are seeing the Shield still in control here in this matchup as Moxley now goes into the cover but misses out there as Xavier Woods coming to the aid. And before the commercial break, something I want to touch on, you see the Shield definitely, beautiful work there by Xavier Woods. You see the Shield working on that tag team work a little bit. The Shield doing more things to better themselves off come WrestleMania. That's what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. And now look at this now, Shield. Member Jon Moxley. And something else that I want to point out about Moxley that we don't talk about as Big E gets the tag to Xavier Woods is, you know, Jon Moxley's Mr. Money in the Bank, and we don't really talk about that a lot, but Moxley's rarely kind of peeked his head into the into the division of world title, as it's been very, very busy over the last couple of months, and Moxley's been busy with the Shield going into No Way Out. We see them team up with Bryan Danielson to go after tag title gold, and was unsuccessful, but now moving on to the next best thing. And now look at this, Xavier Woods now looking to follow through into the cover. Is this one it here tonight to open us up? No. Castagnoli with a kick to the back here, and look at that now, Xavier with a leapfrog bulldog of his own. Beautiful work there by Xavier Woods. And Woods now clocking the lights out of Mr. Money in the Bank, Jon Moxley. I don't think Moxley knows where he's at or what the hell is going on. And can you blame him, as Wheeler Yuta now in the ring. Both men going for a drop kick there. You got to think this one's going to be evenly scouted, as Wheeler Yuta. And as Wheeler Yuta and Xavier Woods, first time we're seeing these men tee off in this matchup here tonight. And now look at this now, Xavier Woods feeling the momentum. Punching Yuta right in the face, but Yuta able to stay up to his feet. You can tell the training by the Shield has been beneficial to the career of Wheeler Yuta since signing him back at the Invasion era, back at Clash of the Champions. You know, since bringing in Yuta, he's definitely been a guy to be. And look at that snap gear suplex, dropping him down. Yuta not playing any games, as Kofi Kingston trying to get the tag, but Xavier Woods not able to get it, as Wheeler Yuta has him exactly where he needs him to be. Power driver by Yuta. Yuta now lining up Woods for exactly what he needs to do here. Is he going to be able to do it? Guillotine locked in, a chokehold. It's in, nowhere from the go, and Kofi Kingston coming to the aid. I mean, come on. I mean, do we expect anything else? Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. But at the same time, look at this. We talk about the training. We talk about the work that Wheeler Yuta has been doing with the Shield, ladies and gentlemen. And this is just peak work right here. It's Claudio Castagnoli looking to make Big E regret those decisions, excuse me. But I hate my words there, as Big E's bringing the fight to Castagnoli. Backbreaker there by Xavier Woods to Wheeler Yuta. And ladies and gentlemen, this one is definitely all over the place. It's Xavier Woods knocking the lights out of Yuta. Yuta finding a way to get back up to his feet. And Xavier Woods twisting through. Woods needs to put the exclamation point on this one. He needs to end this one. But he's looking for the right time, the right opportunity, and a big face buster there. You know, I said it before and I'll say it again. The career of Wheeler Yuta has been nothing but a skyrocketed forefront over the last couple of months. And he's done his damage in this match here tonight, but as it's seemingly going now, it seems like the momentum of Yuta has gone down the drain, as oh my God, Xavier Woods unloading on Yuta here tonight, not playing any games with him. And once again dropping his face right down into the mat, and now tagging in Kofi Kingston. This is the tag that we needed, ladies and gentlemen. Dropping him down. Yuta trying to get a bit of a comeback here, but Big E not allowing it. But I ate my words there. Big Irish whip there by Yuta, dropping him. Yuta feeling the momentum he could need here tonight, as Wheeler Yuta, ladies and gentlemen, will be making his WrestleMania debut in 3 weeks' time, as Yuta's feeling the momentum. And now Yuta, what does he have in mind here? Up and down. Suplex by Yuta to Kofi Kingston. Kingston might have to find himself a bit in this matchup into the cover. Is this one going to be it here too? And no. Good thing Kofi kicked out, because it seems like the New Day was going to be a little late to that one there, ladies and gentlemen, as Wheeler Yuta now. Big work here by Yuta. Twisting the arm through. Beautiful work there by Yuta. It's great ring awareness, excuse me. The torque on the arm there by Wheeler Yuta to Kofi Kingston is definitely something to be studied, ladies and gentlemen. That is Claudio Castagnoli locks, if I ever seen it. You definitely see the training that Yuta has gone through over the last couple of months has definitely been beneficial to him, as he is surrounded by one of the great faces, or some of the great faces in professional wrestling in a whole, not just here in WrestlePlus. I mean, come on. You're young Wheeler Yuta. You got Claudio Castagnoli, Jon Moxley, Seth Rollins, and Bryan Danielson. Those are 4 of the greatest wrestlers of our generation being trained by one person. I mean, come on, that's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. But look at this now, Castagnoli in here, and now Kofi Kingston looking to turn this one around here on Castagnoli, as looking to bring him in New Day territory, and does exactly that. This might be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen, as Xavier Woods now looking to turn this one around for him. Dropping him right there, and look at Kofi helping. Dumping him right into a belly-to-belly by Woods. Woods with a belly-to-belly, the New Day feeling the momentum, and wait a minute, Claudio Castagnoli dropping Xavier Woods right as he runs at him, and look at this now, Sharpshooter's locked in, and what? Oh my God, Xavier Woods! Woods tapped as the brawling is still continuing, ladies and gentlemen. Xavier Woods tapped in. You seen Big E was ready and willing to go there in the nick of time. It seems like the New Day almost had this one, and Claudio Castagnoli just caught him out of nowhere and just put the twerk right on the back of Wheeler Yuta, and that was all it took, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about the all-star performance that Claudio Castagnoli does on a day-to-day. Let's talk about the performance that Wheeler Yuta, Jon Moxley, and Claudio Castagnoli put on here tonight. If this isn't the best trio the Shield's come up with in recent time, then I don't know what is, ladies and gentlemen. These three men have something, and they need to stick to it, ladies and gentlemen. If they continue this, then six-man action might get turned up from here as the Shield stands tall going into WrestleMania to take on the Brawling Brutes. Who's going to walk away with the victory? Comment down below. Just a shout out to our cover star Cody Rhodes, as the American Nightmare has had one hell of an impact here in Season 2 of Universe Mode. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you can go and pre-order WWE 2K23 now on Xbox, PlayStation Store, Steam, and whatever the hell you own. Just look it up and see if you can find it. If you go ahead and get the Deluxe Edition, then you can play 3 days early, being March 5th of this year. But if you end up pre-ordering the original edition, you just gotta wait 3 days. But don't worry, we will make sure we cover most of the content right here on the channel. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we are back out here in the Mayhem Zone, we are gearing up for Joaquin Wilde going one-on-one with a Jey Uso, as this one is a bit of a WrestleMania throwback, as going into WrestleMania last year, the big talk of the town, the big hype going into the Mania when it came down to the Tag Team Championship picture was the LWO against the Usos. So just a little fun fact there for anybody who was thinking about going and looking into some older content here on the channel as we are on our road to WrestleMania. And if you do, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for that. And I also want to just let it be known, if you want to take that extra mile and support the channel, you know, you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, as we are on the road to 3,000 subscribers before WrestleMania. I hope we can get it. I have a feeling that, you know, we could do it, but you never know. So I'm praying, ladies and gentlemen, but that is the goal. And with the support of all of you, I believe it can happen. But enough of that, ladies and gentlemen, focusing more on the in-ring, more on the Universe Mode, the thing that matters, ladies and gentlemen, as we so far have had one hell of a night here in Universe Mode, as we've seen backstage Rhea Ripley kind of laying down the challenge for Bianca Belair to go face-to-face with her, but I don't really know how I would feel about that one. You know, last week she tried doing that, and we seen how that happened. Oh man, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The talk of the week here in Wrestle Plus has been the Usos with what went on last Monday, or this past Monday. We had one hell of a main event with Johnny Gargano and Dax Harwood, and it was good. It was a great main event, but the Usos kind of crashed the party in the end, and they made their statements known, and we seen a Uso splash by Jey Uso, and we seen a bit of Uso celebrating. And I feel like the nail in the coffin is when we seen Jimmy Uso, hit the Uso splash. And ever since then, ladies and gentlemen, the Usos have been riding high. And the Usos have also been riding high after the whole thing that happened going in to Raw Old School with Solo Sikoa. But ladies and gentlemen, going into WrestleMania, the Usos have a very, very hard task on their hand, as last year they were challengers, but this year not only are they challengers, but they're challengers with other challengers that are challenging the champions, because ladies and gentlemen, it's triple threat action. the first time the Usos have seen themselves in triple threat tag team action. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see who's able to walk away with the victory and how they're able to do so. But let's focus on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as Joaquin Wilde representing for the LWO here tonight. And big DDT there by Joaquin Wilde to Jey Uso. And again, like I was saying before, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we talk about, you know, the Usos and the LWO. These are two teams who were beating the hell out of each other not even a year ago, or I would say a year ago now. You know, this is a team who we've seen going into WrestleMania being the talk of the town, the team going into WrestleMania being the top guys, and, you know, now they're kind of not really doing much, but it's so interesting to see how much, so much can change going into WrestleMania. And, you know, Jey needing to get this win. Oh, back big headbutt there by Jey Uso. Jey needing to get this win back, as we seen a couple of weeks ago at the Tribal Summit. And wait a minute now, look at this now. Jey Uso looking to make Joaquin Wilde tap out here tonight. Is he going to be able to do it or no? Joaquin Wilde finding a way to get through and following through with that bulldog. Beautiful work there. And ladies and gentlemen, like I was, you know, explaining to you before, you know, a couple of weeks ago when Roman turned on Solo, Roman expected Jimmy and Jey to have his back. And Jey kind of froze there. He didn't really know what to do when it came down to Solo Sikoa. So, you know, Jimmy Uso promised that Jey would be getting his win back for the Bloodline, and that's where we are now, ladies and gentlemen, as we are looking to see if Jey can get that win back for the Bloodline here tonight, as he is going against the LWO member Joaquin Wilde. And so far, he's doing a damn good job, ladies and gentlemen, as he is grounding and pounding away. And now a big chop to the throat there. And now you see Cruz del Toro coming into play here as, oh, big neck breaker there by Joaquin Wilde. Wilde with a neck breaker, feeling the momentum, feeling pumped up by the WWE Universe. And now Jey, look at this now, Jey going at him. I was going to say a second ago, Jimmy trying to hype up Jey, and it seems like it worked out there as Jey was feeling it, but a kick out at one there by Joaquin Wilde, and a kick out with a whole lot of life left in him. Listen, if I'm Jey Uso, you got to make sure, all right, I'm really pushing down. I'm really capitalizing on these maneuvers like that right there, like super kick maneuvers right there, things that are buzzer beaters. And now a big splash, and no, Joaquin moves. Joaquin moved out of the way from an Uso splash, and you can't blame him. You cannot blame him. Right on the money. Into the cover. Is this one going to be it here tonight too? And no. As Del Toro bringing in a chair to help for a distraction, to keep some momentum on the side. You see the fight forever. The crowd is feeling it here tonight as they're remembering how great it was a year ago at WrestleMania, when we seen these two go at it. And wait a minute now, look at this now, Jey, big Irish whip there, dropping down there. Joaquin Wilde not playing any games here tonight with Jey Uso. Jey Uso could be getting lined up for a bit of a splash, and he is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to go on commercial break as Jimmy's seemingly doing his job for the Usos, and we'll be back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, FTR is going to have their hands full when they take on the Usos and DIY at WrestleMania. For the first time ever, WrestleMania will be featuring a triple threat tag team championship match. For the first time ever here in Universe Mode, we will be featuring a triple threat match for the tag team championships. And just a triple threat tag team match in a whole history will be made March 17th at WrestleMania. I can't wait for it, and I can't wait to see you guys there. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back from commercial break, and a beautiful power slam there by Jey Uso. And yeah, we're back from commercial break, and over the commercial break, Usos were staying in a bit of control here in the matchup, and now we're seeing Jimmy look to bring a chair in the same way Cruz del Toro did earlier tonight, trying to play that part in this matchup. And now look at this now as Jey swings off. Joaquin Wilde has him up on the shoulders now. What does he have in store for Wilde? And oh, using that turnbuckle to the advantage there. Smartly done there. And look at this now, trying to go for a big boot into the corner, but Joaquin saying no. Joaquin Wilde and Jey Uso here tonight seem to be pretty well evened out here in the matchup. So it's very interesting to see here. And look at this now as Jey could be doing something big here to Joaquin as, oh, look at this now, twisting the arm, locking the leg. Nowhere for Joaquin to go, nothing for him to do. If I'm Joaquin Wilde, I might be looking for a tap out here tonight as Joaquin now, oh, wait a minute, kicks him off there. Look at the athleticism there by Joaquin Wilde and the distraction by Cruz del Toro. The 1 and 2 combination by the LWO here tonight. They seem, I can't even say they seem, they are the guys here on Mayhem. So when it comes down to the Mayhem ring, they know how to get it done. And look at that now. Over the ropes. This is the LWO's home, being Mayhem, ladies and gentlemen. They stick to Friday nights more than they go over to Monday. It almost gives you that home court advantage feeling. And look at this now. Beautiful Hurricane Rana there by Joaquin Wilde. And Wilde now looking to bring up Jay for an absolute world of hurt. And you can't blame him, ladies and gentlemen. But the referees on a count of 5. Both men are going to want to make sure they get back in this one. They're going to want to make sure they do this one the right way, by the book. And oh, big kick to the midsection there. You know, you say by the book. And the Usos don't really line up with that. And oh, wait a minute now as Joaquin's down for the count. Uso splash into the cover. 2 and 3. Jey Uso does it. He gets the win back for the Tribal Chief. And after Monday's main event, I'd say the Usos look like they're walking into WrestleMania with most of the momentum, as we do know that you know, the FTR and DIY, they are not here tonight as they are recuperating after that, you know, those chair attacks by the Usos. And they're not injured, but we don't want to push no buttons. We want to make sure that everybody walks into WrestleMania at least over 80%. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight the Usos standing tall, not only for themselves, not only for the Tribal Chief, but for the bloodline. And going into WrestleMania, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they fare. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Plus, and here is the Raw preview, as it has been one hell of a night, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Rhodes will be answering the challenge of CM Punk coming this Monday on Raw, as Punk has laid out a challenge for the American Nightmare. The American Nightmare is finally ready to give his answer, and that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. As we know, coming up at WrestleMania, there's going to be an epic 6-man tag match between the Brawling Brutes and the Shield. But coming up this Monday, we are going to be seeing Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli teaming up to take on Sheamus and Butch of the Brawling Brutes. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time since Raw Old School, it will be Solo Sikoa, and he's going to return after the shocking betrayal that we've seen from Solo to Jimmy to Roman. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the bloodline is all over the place. We need answers, and answers we shall get, as Solo will be opening up Raw and inside your main event, ladies and gentlemen, coming off of the attack last week that Will Ospreay did to Dominic Mysterio. Now this Monday, Dom wants action. He wants revenge, and he's going to get it, ladies and gentlemen. Dominic Mysterio, Will Ospreay, one-on-one for your main event of Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as good as that one's going to be, we got to get back to what makes Friday nights that just good, and it's mayhem, ladies and gentlemen, as it will be a mayhem main event, to say the least, as the Phenomenal One, AJ Styles, is going to be going one-on-one with the Architect himself, Seth frickin' Rollins, who will walk away with the momentum going into the WrestleMania Fatal 4-Way match for the North American title. Find out coming up next. Listen, man, I just want you to know that I got your back tonight. Whatever you need, I'm there, okay? You know, I appreciate that, man, but I think I'm going to go out there alone tonight. It's not personal or anything, but, you know, lately Styles, he's been making a statement to the WWE Universe that he can go out there and be a lone wolf and do it without the OC. So tonight, I'm going to take off the Shield, and I'm going to show him that I can get the job done. Oh, well, all right. Well, listen, I know you got this tonight. I'm going to be here, right here in the back. If you need me, just let me know. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here back in the Mayhem Zone, and I can say it loud, I can say it proud. It's time for your main event. The Phenomenal, the Lone Wolf, the man who changed his fate at Clash of Champions, the leader of the Bullet Club, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Styles. He is walking into this one. No OC behind him. I say this all the time, ladies and gentlemen, but as we are on the precipice of greatness, as we are on week 7 of 10 weeks, going into WrestleMania, I'll break it down for you. That is 3 weeks remaining. I say it all of the time. Momentum matters. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight is where it matters the most, because both of these men are going to WrestleMania. They have those signed, sealed, and delivered contracts. They're ready to go. But who's walking in with momentum? Who's walking in as over as ever? Who's walking in? The man. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what the world wants to know. That is what we want to know. Who is walking in? The man, not just a man. The man. We need a champion, and each and every single one of these contestants, one of these 4 men that we see wrestle, whether it's on Raw, whether if it's on Mayhem, that is a exact representation of the champion that you could see in the future. And ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins, he's had a downhill slope in season 2, but the way he is ending it, the way he has been going since winning his qualifying match, since moving into this way and walking into WrestleMania, Seth Rollins, ladies and gentlemen, he has done the unstoppable. He has had the entire WWE Universe look at him as nothing but a man who betrayed Roman Reigns with Jon Moxley to the entire world singing his song. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe in the Shield, but I think the entire WWE Universe here tonight believes in Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has been staring one word in the mirror for the last 2 seasons in season 2, and that has been redemption. Redemption has been on the mind of the architect, and he has drawn up a plan to succeed and move on to the grandest stage of them all. And ladies and gentlemen, that plan has been executed. All he has to do is follow through as we are gearing up, ladies and gentlemen. It is main event time. Both of these men going at each other. And now Rollins, beautiful suplex there as AJ Styles, Seth Rollins. Both of these men need a win here tonight. Both of these men have a lot to prove here tonight. And look at this now as Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. Both of these men were the 2 men missing from the match card last week as Samoa Joe went one-on-one with Chad Gable to start us off on Mayhem. And those are the other 2 participants that are going to be inside this matchup at WrestleMania. Big kick to the chest there by by Seth Rollins there to AJ Styles, and Styles now could be in a big kick there by Rollins. I thought he was lining up for a bit of a curb stomp early on in the matchup here as Rollins not playing any games with Seth Rollins. And big punch to the face there, and you see the entire WWE Universe still singing Rollins' song. I mean, come on, you want to talk about over, ladies and gentlemen. This crowd went from booing Rollins on every single Monday on Raw to somehow loving him, and a big DDT into the cover kick out there by the Phenomenal One. But take nothing away from AJ Styles. You know, ever since Clash of the Champions, beating Bullet Club Gold, ever since doing that, he's done wonders for his career. Big body slam there, following through with a suplex. Is he going to be able to get that one in? Gets it. And again, come on now, AJ Styles flipping him through, gets him. I mean, they don't call this man phenomenal for no damn good reason. And man missed out there but fell on his feet as Rollins now with a big Irish whip into the ropes gets him there. Rollins though tosses him off and a big kick there to the chest. Talk about moving away. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this one's about momentum. You're gonna need all of it. Going into WrestleMania. You want that crowd behind you. You want those bright lights surrounded around you. You want the entire WWE Universe looking at you, and you only going into the grandest stage of them all as we are ending this one March 17th. And a big elbow drop from the top rope. Is he going to be able to get the job done here tonight? And no. Kick out at 2 there by the Phenomenal One, AJ Styles. And ladies and gentlemen, do you expect anything else from AJ Styles? I mean, Styles is no easy man to beat. AJ Styles does what he has to do when stepping into the ring. Yes, the urgency on both of these men's minds here tonight tells the story, ladies and gentlemen. It shows you how much it means. And Styles, moves out of the way. Styles moves right out of the way as Rollins went down for a crossbody. And man, big kick to the back there. That might have been the momentum mover that AJ Styles needed, but I look to be eating my words here as Styles caught up right on the knee of Seth Rollins, and Rollins is in control here tonight, or here now, as it's Styles playing a lot of defense here, and Rollins came into this one with a full head of steam, ladies and gentlemen. Take nothing away from the architect, but AJ Styles, he's been holding his own. He's been doing what he has to do, and man, look at this now, bringing him all the way down, and now it is the referee's on a count of 5. You don't want to end it like this, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said earlier tonight, momentum matters. Momentum matters, and momentum matters damn sure a lot. And ladies and gentlemen, we seen earlier this week, this past Monday, we seen AJ Styles defeat Chad Gable to gain some momentum going into WrestleMania. And oh man, big stinger splash there by Seth Rollins. And you know, if AJ Styles is able to walk into tonight and win, if AJ Styles is able to walk away with another victory too in 1 week, imagine what that would do for AJ Styles as Rollins fighting out of the guillotine here. Beautiful work there by AJ Styles to Seth Rollins, and Styles not trying to fight out of it, but AJ Styles seemingly has his number right now, and a big knee there to the face and gets him. Styles, man. This man is one hell of a wrestler. And look at this now. Oh, up on the shoulders. Oh! Oh my God. Come talk about Styles showing off some new things in his repertoire, ladies and gentlemen. And Styles missed out there, but it looked damn good, using the ropes to his advantage and catching Rollins. Styles is all over the ring here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Moveset on 100 here tonight as AJ Styles is throwing everything he has here at the Architect. And now Rollins back in the ring here as Styles catches him down there with an elbow drop, another elbow drop, and catches him there with a Pele. As AJ Styles feeling the momentum and now into the cover. Could this be the beginning of the end here tonight for Rollins? And no. Before this matchup, we seen the conversation Rollins had with Bryan Danielson. How much it'll mean to Seth Rollins to get the job done on his own, by himself. And oh, wait a minute, look at that right there. Big kick there to the face. And oh man, you know, Rollins wants to do any and everything that he can do to get the job done. At the same time, you gotta respect that mentality by Seth Rollins wanting to do it by himself. And look at this now, Styles setting him up right on the ropes there and knocking Styles down to the outside. Wait a minute, Rollins down and out. Styles could be setting up for something big here. Look at that! Wow! Styles, talk about going high risk, high reward, and look at this again. If AJ Styles doesn't carry the momentum, then I don't know who the hell does. And look at this, Styles now, missed there. Suplex by Styles. Everything Rollins is throwing at him here tonight, Styles just has an answer for it. And now Styles now Irish whipping him right to the other side of the ring as Styles going into the ring. Beautiful overhead shot here as we are seeing Styles now go to the top of the rope. And it looks like he wants to set up the Architect for what could be the beginning of his end. And oh! What the hell is AJ Styles on here tonight? I don't know. But what I do know is that when it comes down to the Shield, AJ Styles doesn't have the greatest win-loss record as the last time we seen AJ Styles go against a member of the Shield. It was a couple of months ago here when AJ Styles went one-on-one with Jon Moxley in the main event of Mayhem. And what a main event it was, but it was Jon Moxley walking away with the victory. You know, when it comes down to the Shield and AJ Styles bracket, or record I should say, it isn't that good for the Phenomenal One. But tonight with everything that he's been doing against the Architect, I can definitely see it being his night. I can definitely see it be the night for the Phenomenal One as AJ Styles drops down, or gets dropped down there. And Styles now, frog splash by Rollins into the cover. No! Styles was down and out, and Rollins tried to make sure that was going to be all she wrote, but no. And wait a minute now, look at this now. Styles out of nowhere popping him up. Powerbomb there by Styles. Urgency mode for the Phenomenal One, kicking the arm there of of Seth Rollins. Rollins doing any and everything to get out of this, but I don't think he's going to get out of this one. Styles clash! Into the cover! No! Wow! Kicking out of a Styles clash is no easy task. And look at this now as Rollins pulling this out of absolutely nowhere, doing any and everything that he could possibly do to walk away with the victory here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an Architect for sure. He came with a plan. And that tactical vest, I mean, you gotta think you appreciate it being on at times like this. Times where you're going through the absolute ringer with your opponent in the main event where it all matters. And Styles now kicking down on Rollins as both men on the outside here. And when it comes to the outside action, Styles has kept the momentum and the advantage. And wait a minute, Styles now looking for another suplex here. And I eat my words! Face buster, knocking his face right off of the ring. And look at this now, Styles once again following through, carrying him up, and a suplex. Oh my God. I mean, this is a massacre at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! Styles bringing him right into the steel steps. Nowhere for him to go, nothing for him to do, going back into the ring. And now Styles wants Rollins in the ring. Oh, come on, not like this. Don't tell me Styles will take the count-out win with Rollins running back inside the ring. Smartly done, but Styles catching him. Styles catching him out of nowhere. Styles clash. And wait, that's Bryan Danielson. Danielson was told to stay in the back by Rollins, but he's here. He is here as Danielson has his own road to WrestleMania. But tonight he's helping Rollins on his. And wait a minute, look at this now. Styles putting hands on the American Dragon. Styles knocking off the American Dragon and a bit of a gunshot there. And oh, wait a minute, Rollins knocking off Styles. This might have been exactly what Rollins needs, as Rollins didn't appreciate that. Rollins did not appreciate at all him putting his hands on him. And a curb stomp. Just put him away. And oh, wait a minute, no, Rollins laughing at the Phenomenal One. And now off the second rope. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, now that was insult to injury. That was disrespect at its finest, as the Phenomenal One, AJ Styles, could have and should have walked away with the victory. But it seems like even with the entire crowd chanting Rollins' song, the only question that I could pose is, was Rollins expecting Bryan Danielson? Well, ladies and gentlemen, questions need answers, and answers we will get in due time. But our big road to WrestleMania is getting narrow, as we are under 3 weeks away now, and Fatal 4-Way action is coming your way, as the North American Championship will be on the line for the first time ever here in Universe Mode. Rollins, Joe, Gable, and Styles. Who's gonna win? Comment down below. But the Women's Championship has had a whole hell of a lot of prestige behind it, and come WrestleMania, it'll be defended against the EST and Mami. It'll be Rhea Bianca one-on-one for the Women's Championship, and a WrestleMania announcement that is going to change the very foundation of how you look at Universe Mode as you know it. WrestlePlus is going big. We're going better than ever, and we're doing it at WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen, with the Usos, FTR, and DIY, and Triple Threat Tag Team action, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever, the tag titles will be defended in Triple Threat action, and this one is one to look out for. Bryan Danielson will have a WrestleMania open challenge, and it is coming your way March 17th. But that's not all for the Shield, as the Shield are going to be teaming up for the first time on pay-per-view since War Games. It is going to be the Shield versus the Brawling Brutes at WrestleMania, and inside your main event, now confirmed, it'll be Demon Balor putting the world title on the line against Will Ospreay. And ladies and gentlemen, I say it every week, and I'm gonna say it again, that is not all, ladies and gentlemen, as this Monday it is coming up. Cody Rhodes will answer CM Punk's WrestleMania challenge. I can only imagine what the answer will be for Cody and Punk there. And that's not all, as the Shield are going back to back when it comes down to the team up, as it will be Claudio Castagnoli and Jon Moxley teaming up to take on the Brawling Brute, Sheamus and Butch. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time since Raw Old School, Solo Sikoa will return to Monday Night Raw, as he has some words for the Tribal Chief. What will he say? We will find out. But inside your main event, the Aerial Assassin is taking over, and he will be going one-on-one with Dominic Mysterio. Who is going to win after Will Ospreay attacked Dominic Mysterio last week? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but what I can confirm is that Rhea Ripley is definitely going to be there by the side of Dom. But ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button for more, subscribe for more content on the channel, because more content is coming you guys' way. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.